1, 2, 3, 4. So like we go over to Minneapolis here and we're standing outside the dome there talking to the Vikings fans. We're like, what do you think of the game? And you're like, what game? The high school hockey game? Oh, for Christ's sake. So then we like go over to Detroit and we're talking to the only Lion fan that exists. And we're like, so what do you think of your team this year? And he's like, oh, we suck again. Oh, for Christ's sake. So then we go down to like Chicago there, yeah, and we're talking to this guy and he pulls out a machine gun and he's like aiming it at us and we're like, oh, for Cripes Sake. So then we like go down to New Orleans because it's Mardi Gras and everything. We hear that's a good time, and then all of a sudden there's all these girls flashing them Hooters at us. We're like, oh, for Christ's sake, you know that we're happy in Wisconsin. We love our Packer football and we love to sing and cheer. For Christ's sake, you know that we love it in Wisconsin, where we eat a lot of cheese and we drink a lot of beer. So then like we go down to Atlanta and we're like, oh, for Christ's sake. So then we go out to San Diego and we want to watch the game and you're all like eating sushi and going, oh, totally gnarly, dude. And we're like, oh, for Christ's sake. So then we go up to Los Angeles and we're like looking for a football team and they're like, oh, we don't have a football team. We're like, huh? Oh, for Christ's sake. So then we head on up to San Francisco and we're talking to all them 49er fans and they're all like, oh yes, don't you just love our tight end? And we're like, oh, for Christ's sake. For Christ's sake, you know that we're happy in Wisconsin. We love our Packer football and we love to sing and cheer. For Christ's sake, you know that we love it in Wisconsin, where we eat a lot of cheese and we drink a lot of beer. So then we like going up to Seattle, and everybody's walking around looking at the ground and you're all depressed and it's raining all the time. We're like, oh, for Christ's sake. So then we go over to Philadelphia and we go to the Eagles game and you're throwing stuff at us and calling us not very nice names. We're like, this ain't the city of brotherly love. Oh, for Christ's sake. So then we like go down to Nashville there and people are coming up to us. They're all friendly and they're going, hey, how are you? And we're like, pretty good for Cripes Sake, you betcha. So then we go on up to New York and we're all excited to see the Packers playing the Jets. And we go out to the stadium and we see Brett Favre playing on the wrong team. And we're like, oh, for Christ's sake. You know that we're happy in Wisconsin. We love our Packer football and we love to sing and cheer. For Christ's sake, you know that we love it in Wisconsin, where we eat a lot of cheese and we drink a lot of beer. So then we get all the way back to Green Bay. And I'm like, wow, that was one heck of a road trip there. I'm awful thirsty.